What is my true identity? It's one of the simplest questions, yet one of the most profound. Most people spend their entire lives avoiding it. They look outside themselves for answers, in jobs, relationships, achievements, or approval. They try to define themselves by what they do, what they own, or what others think. And yet, even when all of that seems secure, there's still a quiet unrest, a subtle dissatisfaction. Philosophers have asked this question for thousands of years. Socrates, the wisest of men, said, "Know thyself." But what does that truly mean? It does not mean knowing your preferences or your personality. It does not mean labeling yourself as happy, ambitious, or shy. It means understanding the deeper self, the part of you that observes all those things, the awareness that exists before thought, before judgment, before identity itself. Eastern philosophy teaches a similar truth. In Vedanta, your true self, the Atman, is beyond body and mind. It is the silent witness, the awareness behind every thought and every feeling. Buddhism takes it further. There is no fixed self. What we call identity is a constantly changing flow of perceptions, sensations, and consciousness. This is why so many people feel lost. They cling to labels, roles, and achievements, imagining these define who they are. But the mind is like a river, ever moving, restless, and unpredictable. Trying to capture it as you is like trying to hold water in your hand. To understand your true identity, you must step back. Not to ignore yourself, but to observe yourself. Notice your thoughts, notice your emotions, notice your reactions, and then ask, who is noticing them? That awareness, that silent presence, is closer to your true identity than any title, role, or label. The body will age, the mind will fluctuate, circumstances will change, but the awareness beneath it all remains. Calm, constant, present. This is why so many spiritual and philosophical traditions focus on silence, meditation, and self-inquiry. Silence allows the mind to settle. Observation allows the self to emerge. Asking, "What is my true identity?" repeatedly peels away the layers we mistakenly call me. You are not your job. You are not your relationships. You are not your thoughts. You are not your fears or desires. You are the awareness that experiences them. Yet this realization is subtle. It is not a sudden epiphany for most. It unfolds slowly, in quiet moments, when you are alone, when the world is still, when the mind pauses. Existential philosophers approach this question differently. They said identity is not given. It is created. You define yourself through choices, actions, and responsibility. Your identity is not static. It is fluid, and every moment offers a new opportunity to shape it. But there is a balance. You are not only what you do. You are not merely the roles you play or the goals you pursue. You are also the awareness behind it all, watching and experiencing. So asking, "What is my true identity?" becomes a practice rather than a destination. A practice of observation, a practice of presence, a practice of quiet understanding. When you notice this, life begins to shift. The things you thought defined you, successes, failures, worries, and fears, lose their power over you. You no longer cling to identities, outcomes, or approval. You begin to live more freely, more consciously, more peacefully. Even pain and suffering take on a different meaning. Emotions are temporary waves. Thoughts are clouds passing through the sky of consciousness. Beneath it all, there is a silent, steady clarity, your true identity. This is not abstract or mystical, it is practical. When you understand your true identity, reactions change, attachments loosen, relationships improve, life feels lighter, more authentic, and more intentional. Tonight, or whenever you are quiet, ask yourself, what is my true identity? Not your name, not your roles, not your fears or desires. Who is observing all of it? Sit with that question. Let it settle. Let it breathe. Do not rush for answers. The question itself is the practice. Because in the space where you ask, what is my true identity? You are already beginning to find yourself. Not in thought, not in labels, not in judgment, but in awareness, presence, and clarity. That awareness, that quiet observation, is your freedom. It is the stillness behind the chaos. It is the calm within the storm. It is the truth you have been seeking, quietly, all along.